What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we are going to be talking about NIO, Tesla, AQB and all the other electric vehicle companies, why these companies have been selling out to the downside the past few days. I'm also going to be doing a quick stock market recap and go over some important economic reports that we need to be looking out for tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. Now let's get right into the video. Now I really appreciate you if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. So there's a huge news that came out after hours. NIO is going to be offering more shares, and that is basically going to be diluting it. And that is relatively bad news in the short term because the stock sells off to the downside. So we found out that Tesla was going to be doing a $5 billion offering a few days ago. Initially we had Li Auto was the beginning of all these offerings, and then XPEV did it on Monday, and Tesla did it, and also now we have NIO. So after hours, this stock is selling out to the downside, and we're going to go over exactly look at the stock price. But first, we need to understand how many shares is NIO offering at this specific moment. They're going to be offering 60 million fresh American depository shares with an additional 9 million shares available to underwriters. So as you can see, the stock dropped down 4% of the downside, is relatively trading close to $42, but we're going to talk later on if it's a good dip buying opportunity for the stock. So as I mentioned in other videos, when the stock price significantly goes higher for these specific companies, they take advantage of and raise money, so that is the main purpose of the stock market. Of course, it might have a negative effect on it for people that got involved in it for the short term, because the stock price can definitely drastically pull back to the downside. So I had several people asking question about Tesla a few days ago. They had an offering in the past. When Tesla did an offering, the stock dropped more than 20% of the downside. So that could have potentially happened, and the stock also sold off significantly to the downside. But for Tesla stock, there is more positive news that happened. They're going to be included in the S&P 500, and that's going to be taking place between December 18 to December 21st, so it's still, the stock can definitely bounce back up again to the upside. So for Tesla stock, it's really okay. Even if you see a significant drop to the downside, that's really a buy the dip opportunity for Tesla stock. Now, for the other EV companies like XPEV, Li Auto, and NIO, we're going to see if there's a solid dip buying opportunity. But First, let's check out exactly what could potentially happen for NIO stock for tomorrow. So right now in after hours is trading close to $42, right around over here. We have relatively good support around $40. When negative news comes out, the stock definitely consolidates and stays above $40. So I believe the worst it can possibly go is sell off, to $40. It can definitely try to stay above this price point, and if it can definitely dip below that. But ideally, of course, there's a lot of catalysts for this company. There's going to be NIO Day coming up pretty soon. They're going to be unveiling different cars and things like that. So it could potentially be buy the rumor, sell the news event. But of course, the stock can definitely recover from this slight dip that can potentially happen for tomorrow due to these offerings. So it's definitely a dip buying opportunity if the stock dips below $40. If it goes to like 38, 39 and things like that, that's definitely a solid buying opportunity. If you're somebody that was on the sideline, try to get involved in this company for the long term. And also it's a great swing trading opportunity because, once we get in closer to NIO Day, this stock can definitely start to spike up, and eventually, we might see a rise and the price targets even recover to, $45 and even to $50, so definitely be on the lookout for that, so for the other Chinese EV companies like XPEV and Li Auto, their stock prices are definitely has been extended to the upside. They also are the companies that are taking advantage of their stock price being higher. The stock's been definitely selling off to the downside. They're trending lower and lower. And if you believe in the entire, EV sector, this is going to be the future. And, ideally, if you want to get involved with them for the long term right now, that's a great dip buying opportunity. It could potentially, go lower, even lower to like $40. But I know XPEV is also working with NIO. So this company definitely has potential for the future and could potentially go making new all-time highs in the near future. So there's definitely a long-term play. XPEV and the other company is, of course, that started this entire offering process, at the beginning with this EV sector was Li Auto, so Li Auto stock. As you can see, this is the stock that also trended higher. It hit a 52-week high, all-time highs $47, and it dipped all the way down to $30. It looks like it found support at $30, so this is also another company that did an offering and everything is going out pretty good right now. It bounced back. It looked like it found support at $30. They raised more than $1 billion, by their offerings. So it's really great for the long term, of course, but in the short term, you expect to see this huge, drop of the stock price. So it's great dip buying opportunity if you believe in this company. So you got Li Auto, XPEV, and NIO, and also Tesla. They're all taking advantage of it. So if you're on the sideline waiting, if you missed the EV trend, when the stock were going higher and higher, this is your opportunity if you believe in electric vehicle companies for the future. So now let's talk about Aqua Bounty. Now this company I also covered in the past. Now this is a company that Ark Invest has aggressively invested in. This was a penny stock. It was trading below $5. It broke out at the $5. We were talking about it when it was around right over here. And then it went all the way to, $11.40. And right around over here when we had this huge rally to the upside, I talked about, hey, you know what? If you got involved in it pretty early, they might do an offering. All these other companies, when the stock price just goes higher and higher, they're going to be doing an offering. And, that's not going to be pretty good for the short term for people that get involved in it for the swing trading and things like that. So I gave you like a warning, just in case if you got caught in it or if you want to buy it right around over here when you see this huge rally, Unfortunately, they did an offering, yesterday. They announced that they're going to be raising a lot of money. So they're going to be raising 56.7 million upsized public offering of common stock. So the stock definitely gapped down significantly to the downside. So it's really good, if you were on the sideline trying to get involved in it. And you can definitely use the $5 area as a support area in case the stock decides to sell off. But I did a detailed video about this company. They produce, they salmon. So this is really a great opportunity for the company. They're projected to produce, tons and tons of salmon in the future when they actually have, their product and they have their farms set out, and it's really fantastic. They are also FDA approved. So it's really great company to look into it. I made a detailed video about it. You can go and check it out. Check out this company. So definitely be on the lookout. Keep it on your watch list. It could potentially dip down to $5, so it's going to be ideal price point to get involved in it. But even if you buy it right now, it's not really that bad. Now let's talk about what happened to the stock market today. As you can see over here, we had a relatively flat day today. We had Apple stock up 1%, Facebook, Amazon. It was just really dull day. The stock market gapped down in the morning and then eventually recovered and stayed flat throughout the day. And the major sector that performed very well is energy. Energy is performing very well. And we have some few financial stock also that's been doing very, very well. Of course, there is some negative news that came out a few days ago and also today and yesterday about Pfizer. The vaccine, people are taking it and they're having allergic reactions to it. So that's going to be a really interesting when it comes to how people are going to be reacting to the vaccine within the US. And when people start taking it, we'll see if they're going to have negative reaction or not going to have any kind of reaction. And that could potentially affect the overall stock market and some of the stocks that are actually actively involved in producing the vaccine. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Also for tomorrow, for Friday, December 11, we have a few important economic reports that we need to be watching out for. So we have at 8:30 a.m., we got the producer price index. It's going to be for the period of November. The previous was 0.3%, and the median forecast 0.1%. And at 10 a.m., we got the consumer sentiment index. It's going to be for the period of December. The previous was 76.9, and the forecast is 75.5. So let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions about all the companies that we talked about, and make sure you manage your risk. These companies are really speculative. They go up and down a lot, unless you just want to buy them and hold them for the long term. In the short term, they spike up and down a lot. Specifically, they're very sensitive to offering newses like Tesla and, NIO stock too, Aqua Bounty and things like that. So be really careful about that. And also make sure you manage your risk, of course. And if you want to sign up for Webull, get 4 free stocks, or join the Discord chat or join the Patreon page, of course. There's going to be links available in the description box, check it out. But I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Let's get it, and have a wonderful day.